Good evening and thanks for joining us. If you've ever lost a lottery ticket and kicked yourself for being so careless, here's a lesson for you. You could still win big. It's happened to an Ontario woman. She bought the ticket a year ago and still has no idea where it is, but no matter, she's about to become one of the richest women in the country. The Ontario Lottery Commission managed to track her down, and as Mike Drolet reports, she really can't believe her luck.
It was the only $16 play that day. 3 Lotto Max tickets with Encore, bought at this Shoppers Drug Mart in Cambridge, Ontario. And when no one claimed the $50 million winner, it sent the OLG investigators into their most complicated investigation ever, until finally they ended up on the doorstep of Kathryn Jones.
As you can imagine, it's been a very weird and wonderful kind of journey.
Jones didn't even realize she'd lost her ticket.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I really don't know. I have, obviously, as you can imagine, I've looked into my house very thoroughly.
She was aware of the Cambridge search, but she and her husband, both engineers, whose biggest win had been $20, never thought the odds were on their side. So they didn't give it a second thought.
What is it? It's like 1 in 28 million the first time, and then I don't know. I guess I should know something about probability, but I haven't worked this one out.
The $50 million lottery ticket has been the talk of the town for the past year. 435 people did come forward to the OLG to say, hey, I think it could be mine. But more than anything else, it's become something of a sport for people to speculate on who may have won.
I have heard so many stories. I heard that it was a man in prison that won it and that he wouldn't cash it because his wife would get half and he didn't want that.
Urban legends aside, investigators had to disprove each and every claim.
Other inquiries have been investigated and eliminated as potential winners.
The key to finding Jones was in the details. She was the only one who bought a $16 ticket that day. Her credit card statement proved it, and finally, she was caught on camera. Still, when it comes to cases like this, the OLG uses an abundance of caution. So to make sure no one else comes forward, she won't get the money until January. And her family is okay with that.
I think my oldest son lectured us on being responsible if we win. And his funny comment was, well, I don't care about the money, I just want to get through these exams.
Mike Drolet, Global News, Cambridge, Ontario.
And she's not the only person who didn't realize they had won. There's another unclaimed prize from the same draw. Someone won $311,000 in Orillia, Ontario. And the largest unclaimed prize in Canadian history is $14.9 million from a draw in 2006. Lotto officials say roughly 1 to 2% of all winnings go unclaimed.